28-year-old Anna and 29-year-old Ali Abulaban lived in a luxury apartment in San Diego, California. They had a 5-year-old daughter, Omara, who lived with them. Ali Abulaban was popular on TikTok. His Jin Kid account has nearly 1 million subscribers. He made funny short videos that viewers loved. Sometimes they made videos together, and Ali and Anna were very popular. From the looks of it, they seemed to be a perfect couple. They had everything: family happiness, wealth, popularity in social networks, success, glamorous and rich life. But behind the beautiful veneer often hide dark secrets, and they came out on October 21, 2021. Anna Abulaban was born in 1993 in Okinawa City, Japan, to an ordinary Filipino family. They lived on an American military base where her father worked. After graduating from high school, she went to the University of Technology. She was always an intelligent, kind, bright, and charming girl who stood out for her beauty. The girl met Ali on a military base in 2014. He was a United States soldier stationed at the base. Ali Abulaban was born in Staten Island in 1992 to a Palestinian family. His family later moved to Virginia. He was very artistic as a child and sang in a band before leaving the army. Ali and Anna immediately fell in love and began an affair. The lovers did not separate for a minute. Anna's friend recalls that at first Ali was obsessed with Anna and did not allow anyone to communicate with her. A year after they met, Anna and Ali got married and moved to the United States, to Virginia. And there they found out that the girl was pregnant. They named their daughter Omara, and their life was like the American dream. Ali worked as a senior network engineer for the government and made a good living, but he still wanted to explore his creativity. He composed songs and sang, and that's when he found out about TikTok, which was the perfect place to unleash his acting talent. He made comedy parodies of famous people, which began to get good ratings. People subscribed to him, and he became popular. Anna also decided to start making funny videos and post them on her TikTok account. They were bored with life in Virginia and decided to move to what they thought was the perfect place, San Diego. Warm climate, 70 miles of white sand beaches, beauty all around, and a vibrant nightlife. They chose an expensive apartment in a high-rise prestigious building on the 35th floor. Anna became active on her TikTok page, where she showed how she worked out, went spa shopping with her friends. Ali created his own YouTube account, but mostly starred in TikTok, and his videos were gaining huge popularity. His favorite part was portraying Tony Montana from the famous movie Scarface. From the outside, on the joint videos, they seemed like a perfect, beautiful couple. But in reality, it was not like that at all. Ali loved his wife and was proud of her, but he was possessive and controlled her every move. He did not like that she was socializing with someone and going out with her friends. His jealousy grew. He had constant outbursts of jealousy and anger towards his wife, and at such times, he would sometimes raise his hand against her. Anna's friends did not like Ali, and they knew how he felt about them. Ali was very hot-tempered and aggressive, and many people were afraid of him because he always carried a gun. Even in his comedy videos, there were tensions and family conflicts. He started to look too arrogant and haughty, thought he was a star, talked to everyone about his success, and didn't want to hear from anyone else. Even in his comedy videos, there were tensions and family conflicts. He started to look too arrogant and haughty, thought he was a star, talked to everyone about his success, and didn't want to hear from anyone else. He even consumed alcohol while driving on live television. His relatives and viewers warned him about the dangers of alcohol and prohibited substances, but Ali ignored them. He became paranoid and convinced that Anna was cheating on him. His mental state was clearly deteriorating, but no one could help him. Despite their best efforts, he wouldn't listen to anyone. At one of the parties, Ali took out a large bag of white powder and started using it. His cousin was shocked by Ali's behavior and told him to put it away, or they would be kicked out of the club. Ali replied that he was a star and no one had the right to touch him. In his TikTok videos, he began insulting Anna, claiming that she used him to move to the United States. When someone called his wife, he would grab the phone and yell, "Why are you calling her?" He didn't want her to socialize with anyone. His wife was afraid of him and was thinking of divorce. His obsession had reached a breaking point, and something was about to happen. In early October, Anna called the police when he raised his hand to her and threatened her with a gun. But the police did nothing. On October 18th, Anna asked her husband to move out of their home and leave her and their daughter alone. She filed for divorce and a restraining order to keep him away. Ali moved to a hotel. He gave her his keys, but he had a spare key to her apartment. Ali would not stop drinking, even during live broadcasts while driving, and many people thought he had lost his mind. On one such broadcast, he asked beautiful girls watching him to text him. He claimed he was a star and would choose his own new girl, as beautiful as he wanted, and yet he would not leave his wife alone. He called her all the time, and when Tanya didn't pick up the phone, he called her friends and yelled at them that it was their fault, asking where she was and why she didn't pick up the phone. His friends begged him to leave Anna alone, but he wouldn't even think about it. He couldn't believe that Anna was seriously thinking about divorce and not wanting to live with him anymore. His cousin asked Ali to move on and live his life and not bother Anna, whom he had so intimidated with his antics. Ali was popular and had many girls around him, but he couldn't think of anyone but his wife. Ali was willing to do anything to be with her, and he didn't want to give her up to anyone. On October 21st, 2021, he used his spare key to sneak into their apartment while no one was home. He called his wife and told her that he had broken into their home. Ali took the opportunity to install a tracking app on his daughter's iPad to keep an eye on his wife. He had to monitor her every move. Through the app, he could listen to everything that happened in the apartment from his phone. Frightened by her husband's call, Anna asked 29-year-old Rayburn Barron to accompany her home. They had recently met, and a romantic relationship was brewing. This man was the complete opposite of her husband. He was kind, gentle, reliable, calm, and Anna had no one else to turn to for help except Rayburn. The man agreed and went with her to protect the girl from her aggressive husband. When they entered the apartment, no one was there. They breathed a sigh of relief and calmed down. At that time, Ali was in the hotel listening to everything that was going on in the house and heard a man's voice besides his wife's voice. He was enraged, grabbed his gun, and rushed to his wife's apartment. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He imagined in his head that they were already having intimately involved. When he ran into the apartment, Anna and Rayburn were talking quietly on the sofa. He shot the guy 3 times at close range in the head and neck, killing him. Anna screamed, and he turned the gun on her and shot her in the forehead at close range. Ali ran out of the house with the gun and went after his daughter, picked her up, and told her that he had hurt her mother. Then he called his mother and confessed everything. And then he called 911. Ali told the operator that he came to the apartment and found Anna and some guy shot to death. He didn't admit that he was the killer. 45 minutes after the call, the police tracked his location on the phone and he was arrested. He was charged with 2 murders. During the preliminary hearing, Ali cried as the prosecutor read the details of the murders. Ali changed his testimony several times. He said he caught his wife kissing Rayburn again and that he felt empty at that moment. He became angry and shot her. He later claimed again that he found her dead and that it was not him. Surveillance cameras recorded him running into the building, taking the elevator, and running down the hallway to the apartment, after which shots were heard by neighbors. And then he reappeared on the cameras as he ran out of the building. There was no one else on the cameras at that time. Anna and Rayburn were shot with the gun found in Ali's possession, so all the evidence pointed to him. Anna's family and Ali's family believed that the popularity turned his head. He used to be insecure, and then he felt like a star, a completely different person. Social media replaced reality for him. Ali started to think he was better than others, could not cope with his popularity, and turned into a monster. Many believe that he has become like his favorite character, Tony Montana. He was just as immoral and violent, and now their fates are similar. In the interview he gave from prison, he denies everything, and when asked if Anna could have been with someone else, he gets twitchy and angry and says, "Not while she's married to me." It shows that he is still obsessed with her. Ali's bail was denied because the judge was worried. He might flee, and he's a potential danger to society. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty or life in prison without parole for the double murder. The trial in the case is ongoing,